Well, she is known for being one of the nicest, most energetic people in Hollywood. Actress Marilu Henner shot to fame when she landed a role on the show Taxi. From Evening Shade to Broadway shows to more than 18 Hallmark movies, 9 books, 2 kids, 3 husbands, even her own superpower, Marilu has quite the life story to tell. She's bringing that story to the North Coast Repertory Theater in Solana Beach this weekend in her one-woman show, and she's giving us a sneak preview right here on the floor. Marilu, welcome to the floor. Glad you're here.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you gave the whole rundown. Although it's 25 Hallmark movies.
25 Hallmark movies.
The Aurora Tea Garden series. We're just about to do our 18th. Can you believe it? It's crazy. But I have a Christmas movie coming up with James Denton, and Terry Hatcher, their first, reunion since Desperate Housewives, and it's called A Kiss Before Christmas. And it's a Hallmark Christmas movie, and it's on November 21st. So I hope you see that, and I hope you all come out to see my show in Solana Beach. It's such a beautiful theater, North Coast Rep, and I am going to be there Monday and Tuesday, singing my little heart out, dancing my dance, and showing little songs that I do sometimes have a video attached to it. So I do a whole thing about Taxi. I do a thing about my family, and I also do a thing about Dancing with the Stars. So I'll have to come and see it.
Where do you get your energy from? I mean, come on, you are just nonstop. Where does this come from?
Well, they call it Hennergy. It's sort of something I was born with. And I don't know. I mean, my mother, when I was little, my mother used to go, oh, she's got so much energy. Run around the block a couple of times, and I'd be like running around, and then I'd have even more energy. But I don't know. I love being awake. I love being a student. I love learning new things. And I love the people that I have in my life. And I don't know. I feel like, and also I think because I eat very well. I've been plant-based for a very, very long time, over 40 years. And I think that that's made a tremendous difference in my energy.
One of the things that I know people know about you, but maybe don't know a lot about this side of you, is your superpower. Tell everybody what your superpower is that really only a handful of people in the world have.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was on Dr. Oz. Well, we shot Dr. Oz yesterday. We did 3 segments about memory, and so I think it's on next week. I don't have the date yet. But basically, it's called Highly Superior Autobiographical Memory, or HSAM. And it basically means that the people who have it remember every day of their lives. And it's that we have, everything you've been through is on your emotional hard drive, and it makes you behave in certain ways. We just happen to have an extraordinary retrieval system. So first of all, they tested me over 500 questions, but they also wired me, put me through an MRI, saw how the neural pathways fired up, and they asked me questions. And then they took 300 measurements of my brain, and they found 9 areas 10 times larger than the normal brain.
So what do
people who have HSAM have that, that kind of brain structure.
I realized we could do
about that too in my show, because I thought, I better explain this to people, so I'm going to do it in a song.
We could do a whole 30-minute segment. It sounds like Dr. Oz already did about this, but really quick, what is your earliest memory?
Well, I tell people this and they don't believe me, but I do remember being baptized. I remember the light. I remember the feeling. I didn't say what day of the week it was or what the date was, but I was very little. But I have so many childhood memories, being under a year old and being between a year and 3 years old. And it really, really sinks in, mainly at like 5 and 6. And then after 10, forget about it. It's always there. It's just always there. So one of the guys that was doing the pre-interview with me a couple days ago, I said, well, just give me a date. And he said, okay, August 29th, 1979. I said, oh my gosh, that was a Wednesday. And I was on the Tonight Show the week before. It's the first time I did it with David Letterman, and I was in Chicago because we had a week off from Taxi.
Yeah.
And I just started rattling off all these things about that day. And it's really fun. I did 4 quarantines over the pandemic because I was shooting all these Hallmark movies in Vancouver. And so I thought, I'm going to walk around my apartment, my Airbnb or my, whatever, wherever they put me, a hotel. And I'm going to make a song list of all the special people in my life, and I'm going to give them each one a song.
Oh my
all
gosh.
the big memories of my life. Give each of them a song. So then I'd walk and I'd think about, oh, that person. But I can literally go through an entire year and just think about every day.
Well, that's just part of the life story that you're going to be sharing in your one-woman show. Marilu Henner, I wish we had a whole lot more time. I find you one of the most fascinating people that I have ever interviewed. So thank you again for your time here on The Four, and we'll see you Monday and Tuesday at the Rep.
Yes, you will. Oh, come backstage and say hi, for sure.
I absolutely would love to. Marilu Henner, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I do want to share the information for her show. You can see her. It's called Music and Memories on November 15th and 16th at the North Coast Rep in Solana Beach. For more information, go to northcoastrep.org.